Exodus 20 verses 18 and 19 says, "And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountains smoking. When the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear, but let not God speak with us, lest we die." If we don't really read carefully, we won't grasp the reality of what's happening many times in the Bible, and this is one of those examples. Moses is speaking with God. This is Jesus in a pre-incarnate appearance, and we've discussed this a good deal already and won't restate the biblical teaching on this, but we hope that you'll listen to all of our About Jesus devotionals as each builds upon the previous. And we've seen the clear revelation of the fact that this is Jesus before his name was known, before he was revealed as the Son of God, born of a virgin and came to die for our sins and the sins of the whole world. He appeared in the Old Testament, and in each appearance he reveals his glory in different ways. He walked in the garden with Adam. He visited Abraham before destroying Sodom. He wrestled with Jacob. He speaks to Moses numerous times, beginning at the bush that burned with fire but was not consumed, back in Exodus 3. And now Jesus is the Lord in the mount talking with Moses. But notice how intimidating this event was for the Hebrews, and it would be for most of us. Even as born-again Christians, this sight would cause most of us to run and duck for cover. And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. We read that and just sort of breeze through it. But that would have been an incredible thing to experience. In December of this past year, there were 2 different nights where a huge portion of our region of Ohio, stretching from kind of the Columbus, west of Columbus over to Dayton, down towards Cincinnati, and a good portion between Dayton and Chillicothe, all of that area just shook from something. It sounded like a powerful sonic boom. And social media erupted. Investigations came, but they didn't come up with any real solution. It wasn't a sonic boom, but they told us they supposed that it was something called a frost quake, where water had soaked the ground, and then we got freezing temperatures down in the teens and 20s. And then when it thawed quickly, as temperatures rose up to the 50s the next day, it caused this contraction and expansion and a rift in the ground, and boom, all that energy made a noise that shook our homes, it shook our windows, scared all the puppies. But that's nothing compared to what the Hebrews are experiencing here in our text. And if you can grasp that, you understand their reaction. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear, but let not God speak with us, lest we die. They were scared to death. Moses was anointed by God and enabled to stand there before him and talk. Later, Moses will be described in Exodus 34 in similar terms as Jesus was described in the Mount of Transfiguration, when Moses comes to earth to visit Jesus on the Mount during his earthly ministry. And in both cases, Moses, his face shone. His face was transfigured. It glowed. That would have been something else. He came down off the mountain with a veil on because it just spooked and scared everybody. And just as Moses spoke with the Lord on Sinai, and as the Lord spoke with Moses and Elijah on the Mount of Transfiguration, we're going to be in his presence in glory. I believe we're going to be able to speak to him. We're going to be face to face with Jesus with no fear of dying or of being unfit to be in his presence. Revelation 22:4 says, And they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads. And it all begins at the rapture, which could happen at any moment. 1 Thessalonians 4:17-18 says, Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words.